As you can tell by the title of the video, this is more so of an opinion rather than a fact. But Beauty and the Beast is arguably one of Disney's best movies of all time, getting its own Broadway musical as well as a live-action rendition of it in 2017. This live-action version of the film was, well, nowhere close to as good as the original. Now, with that being said, it does have its own pros and upsides, but its cons and downsides outweigh them tenfold. But there is one in particular that I believe to be close to, if not, the sole purpose for its failure. There's the video for you. Luke Evans is a phenomenal actor and singer, no doubt about that. But there is only so much you can do with a poorly written character. As a character, Gaston is flawed, both in his writing and with his writing. For the first half of the movie, Gaston honestly seems like an average guy, if not a good guy, which is honestly weird to say. I mean, come on, just look at this clip where he throws arguably his only friend out into the cold for potentially hours.
Don't move from that spot until Belle and her father come home.
Now, by no means do I believe that Gaston is a good person, but the movie doesn't really display him as the main villain, let alone a bad side character. The biggest example that I can think of this is when Maurice, or Belle's father, comes into the tavern following Gaston's song, and instead of throwing him out after his crazy rant about a beast, he actually tells everyone to stop laughing and goes with him into the woods to get his blessing. I can't even imagine the original Gaston doing that. And this is just one example of the original versus the live-action Gaston. The next big thing that I feel like impacts Gaston's live-action downfall is his first impression. In the original, Gaston is adamant on making Belle his wife, and does not seem to care about her interests or her well-being at all. He steals her book, throws it into the mud, and makes comments about how she should be with him, and how great he is. All of this seems pretty beginner villain-like to me, but with the live-action version, Gaston is still adamant on making Belle his wife, yes, but in a different manner than the original. He claims that something is different ever since the war, which I feel like is kind of a dumb plot point throughout the movie, and that Belle makes him happy to a degree. This is already a fair ways away from how Gaston would normally act, but there's more. Instead of throwing away her book into the mud, he gives her flowers, asks her to dinner politely, compliments her book, and claims that he has read books. Honestly, that first impression gives off, future, husband or something. This is what I believe the downfall of the live-action Beauty and the Beast was. You can have your own opinions on this, but this is just what I think about it. And thank you for watching.